Hey everybody, and welcome to how you can not only survive, but thrive on our base here in Poipet. So I just want to give you guys some quick tips about how you can really thrive here during your time and during your outreach in Poipet and in Cambodia. So the first thing I want to talk about is relating to others. Now, because Khmer are very relational and it's a warm culture, it's very important that you guys embrace this. For the U of N Poipet base, we are very focused on developing and building relationships with Khmer so that we can then share Jesus with them. So the first thing I want to encourage you guys is develop good relationships with Khmer on our base with our Cambodian staff. God is giving you a great opportunity to be able to sit with them and to talk with them and to be able to hear their stories and hear why they're here in Poipet. And it's a great way for you to kind of get to hear the language and hear a little bit more about why they are here, which then will help you be able to go out and either evangelize and build relationships with Khmer outside the base. The second thing I want to encourage you guys in is when you go to restaurants or cafes, remember that you're not only representing U of N Poipet, but you're also representing Jesus Christ. And I just want to encourage you guys, when you go, don't just go for the Wi-Fi or the AC, but go and purchase something, go and purchase food, so that way you can help support local business. And this will most likely open opportunities for you to be able to build relationships even with the staff at those restaurants. It's important for you guys when you're sitting with new people that you share specifically what you're doing here. Don't just say, oh, I'm a missionary, but really tell them what you do. If it's working with kids, if it's going and doing soccer ministry, if it's working in maintenance in different ministries, you can share those things with those people. They want to hear about specifically what you do. If you say I'm a missionary, it's super general and it kind of leaves a lot of gray space where they're like, I don't really know what that means, or I don't really understand, but that's, cool. We want to be very specific in what we tell them. All right, so regarding alcohol, smoking, and drugs, do not do any of these while you are here. Please refrain. Please do not do them while you're here in Poipet. Working with a translator. As you guys are going to do ministry, I do want to encourage you guys to use simplistic words and talk slowly. When you're working with translators, if you guys speak a second language, you know it's really difficult to listen to the other language that's your second language and then put it into your mother tongue. I want to encourage you guys, as you're working, please use simplistic words and talk slowly so that way the translators can really be able to translate clearly what you're trying to say. Also, with this idea of working with a translator, if you guys are going to do team time or you're having just some fun times to go to the night market or go to a cafe, please invite your translator to partake in these things. They are taking time out of their day, they are taking time out of their schedule to translate for you, and it is a lot of work and it's very exhausting. So when you guys go to cafes, when you go to restaurants, if you're going to the night market, wherever you're going, please invite the translator to come with you guys so that way they can feel that they're a part of the team and you guys are very grateful for what they're doing. Okay, so money. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about money. Poipet's very interesting because we actually use 3 different currencies. We use Khmer Real, we use Thai Baht, and we use US dollar. So the closer you get to the border, you'll actually get a better deal if you pay with Thai Baht. I know it's really confusing because we're in Cambodia, but that's just how our system works here in the city. If you go to Siem Reap, Battambang, or even Phnom Penh, they don't actually accept baht. It's just a Poipet thing. I don't know why, it's just how we run. So it's very important that you guys carry these 3 currencies. Also, I want to encourage you guys, don't carry large amounts of cash around the city. If you're going to the market, just take what you think you'll need, maybe $10, $15 if you're buying a lot. Because if you do lose it and you're carrying around a lot of money, that's a big loss. So just encourage you guys, just take what you need when you go out. As you guys are doing ministry and as you're working maybe at the night market or even just around different ministries here in Poipet, you guys will have a lot of children come and beg for money. Please do not give money to these kids. There's 2 reasons why we ask you not to do this. First, it encourages them to continue begging because when they receive money from you, they'll go give it to their parents and then their parents will send them out to continue begging. So please don't go out and give money to these children. If you want, you guys can say, oh, I'll buy you a snack or I'll buy you a drink, maybe what would you like? And you can do that and that's okay, but don't give them money. The second thing is if they receive money from us, like I said, their parents are actually it makes the parents not want to have to go to work because their kids are doing all the work. So they'll send out their kids to, hey, get money for me, and they'll sit at home and they'll either drink or they'll gamble or they don't go out and work because their kids are getting the money for them. So that's why we ask you guys, please don't give money to any of the beggars. Last thing about money, if you guys want to give money either to a staff member here in U of M Poi Pet or for a translator outside, please come talk to one of the staff in the base first. We will be more than happy to kind of help guide and lead you through that, but we just want to do it in a way that's uplifting to them and not demeaning in any way. So if you want to do that, please just come talk to us first. All right, I want to talk about security. So just like everywhere else in the world, there are people that will come and try to steal things. Sometimes people will steal helmets out off of our motos. Sometimes people will steal motos themselves if they can, or they'll come into the base and grab stuff. So with this in mind, I want to encourage you guys to keep belongings that are quite valuable. Put them maybe in your suitcases or put them somewhere in your room that's not super easy to find, just to be careful and be able to steward that well. We don't want you guys to lose your computers or lose different things. The second thing is the doors tend to be locked by 9:30 p.m. at night every night. We have someone who does this every single day. So if you guys are gonna be out past 9:30, that's totally okay, but please let them know in advance so that way you don't get locked out of the base and then you have to call someone to wake up and open the door. Going along with this, please don't go out by yourself once it is dark. Please take at least one other person, especially if you're one, please take 2 or 3 people as you go, even if it's just down the street to buy coconut water or whatever it may be. Please go in pairs or 3 people just because it's being way more careful. So please don't go out by yourself. If base staff takes you out on their motos to go to a cafe or the market or anywhere, helmets are required. So it doesn't matter where you're going. If you are on a moto with anybody, you always have to wear a helmet. Short-term teams are not able to operate motos, so please don't go asking to use a moto even if you need to go downtown to get something. Just either ask a staff or you could take Pass App to get to the place that you need to go. So Wi-Fi is for guests and staff members. If your team leaders allow you to have Wi-Fi, that is totally up to their discretion, and we as staff members don't determine if you guys get it or you don't. But if they do give it to you, we ask that you don't share your password with people outside the base. I also want to encourage you guys with this idea of Wi-Fi, don't spend all of your time on your phone if you have Wi-Fi, okay? Be here, be in the moment, be creating a relationship. You don't need to be looking at TikTok or Instagram or Facebook about what your friends are doing back in America. Really try to press into your time here so that way you can, look back at this time and know that you gave everything that you could during your outreach here. Regarding food, when you guys hear yambai, yambai means eat rice, and that is what's yelled for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, meaning it's time to come and eat all together. So you guys will be put on the schedule to either wash dishes or to make food. I want to encourage you guys to show up on time for this. This is not only helping the base run smoothly, but it is preparing you guys for your future spouses, showing them that I can cook and I can clean dishes and I'm not completely helpless. Morning chore. So please do your morning chore by 8 a.m. If you guys are free a little bit before 8 a.m., maybe 7:50 or 7:55, you can feel free to start whenever that is. But please start it by 8 a.m. in the morning. For personal items, we just ask that you don't leave it in open spaces, okay? Please, when you're done with something, take it back up to your room. This will help keep the base clean, and it will also help you know where all of your stuff is. Regarding food and snacks, we ask that you keep all of your food downstairs. If you have a few snacks, and you take them up to your room, the ants or different bugs will most likely find them within the day, and they'll be disgusting, and you're gonna have to throw them away. Okay, toilet paper. This is a very interesting one, but we do have bum guns, okay, or a bidet. We ask that you guys use these because it's not only part of the fun Kamaya experience and it's very different, but it's actually a more hygienic way to clean yourself. So if you guys do want toilet paper, you can buy it. We don't provide it, but you can go to the store and you can buy it, but please do not throw it in the toilet, throw it in the trash can next to the toilet. If you put it in the toilet, you will clog the toilet because the piping is too small to be able to get it through. So please put it in the trash can. If your toilet clogs, we'll probably make you clean it. So please don't put it in the toilet. Hospitality, maintenance, and media rooms. I wanna ask you guys that you guys don't go into these areas without either asking a staff member first or going in with a staff member. If you need something from one of these rooms, please ask a staff member that is working in those areas and they will be happy to assist you. So the washing machine that's on the roof is actually for our long-term staff members and our country C members, so all of our Cambodians. As you guys are here on outreach, we ask that you can either, one, wash your clothes by hand. You can ask a Khmer and they can show you how to do that. or you can just walk right down the street to a guy who washes a lot of our clothes. He does a great job. It's quite cheap, and it's a great way to support local business. So for the washing machine, don't use the one upstairs because you're not allowed to. Regarding your shoes, please keep your shoes on the shoe rack. We ask that you only keep one pair on the shoe rack because if there's multiple pairs, it gets really messy and really hard to clean for the people that do maintain that area. So please only keep one pair of shoes on the shoe rack. As well as don't wear your shoes all over the house. Kamai don't wear their shoes after you enter the room, like after you enter the door. So please just take them off and you can set them right on that shoe rack. We do have quiet hours every single day here on the base. Quiet time starts at 9:30 p.m. when the doors are locked, and it ends at 7:30 a.m. when breakfast starts. So we want to ask that you guys are very, very aware and respectful of this rule because a lot of people like to get their sleep so that way they can work well the next day. If you guys are talking and chatting, you can sit down in the front room, in the front area. You can sit and talk and play games, whatever. But if you're inside the base more on the second floor or wherever you may be, please be quiet just because a lot of people are trying to sleep. Your bedrooms are a great place for you guys to get work done, to sleep, and to hang out. Please take care of these spaces. If you guys are leaving the space and you're the last one in there, please turn off your AC and your lights and or fans. But use these bedrooms as a way to kind of get to know your roommates and to build deeper relationship with everybody that's in that room. There are so many children in our neighborhood. They are everywhere. Feel free to sit with them, to talk with them, to buy them snacks. That's totally okay, but refrain from bringing them in the base. If they come and ask you to come inside, it's more they just want to like look around, and sometimes we've had kids steal things. So feel free to hang out with them outside. Feel free to buy them snacks and just get to know them. They're super fun, they're super cute, and they love to try to speak English with us foreigners. Regarding dogs, there are dogs everywhere. They are almost as abundant as the children. We want to ask that you guys stay away from most of the dogs unless you want rabies or to be bitten. There are a few dogs that hang around the base. We don't really tend to pet these, but they do kind of hang around the base. It's okay to approach them, but just be really careful because most of the dogs here are not pets, they are wild. Feel free to invite people that you've met outside over to the base. Just know that you need to sit and be with them and entertain them the whole time that they are here. Bikes are the best way that you guys can get around the city. Feel free to take any of the base bikes out, go to the market, go to different places, go meet with friends, that's totally okay. If you guys do happen to pop a tire, you can just take it to one of the Jings that are sitting alongside the road and they'll fix it for 500 real. So feel free to take these bikes out and go explore the city of Poi Pet. With all these things said, I'm so excited for you guys to come join into what we're doing here at Poi Pet. If you guys have any questions during your time here or any concerns or whatever it may be, please come talk to us staff. We are more than happy to come help you and walk through any problems that may arise, and we really want to see you guys grow and thrive here during your time in Poi Pet.